Jamie Shaw had a great write up of a bunch of recruiting intel coming out of Peach Jam. And he went through a bunch of the top performers from Peach Jam and shared some rumblings that he has been hearing from coaches and players, etc. There's also an update on Miikka Muurinen, who did not participate at Peach Jam. He was in Finland playing in the Eurobasket event. But uh, from this update from Jamie, and shout out on three, go subscribe, read the full thing. It sounds that out of the seven schools that made the cut in Mika's latest release, he released a top seven that includes North Carolina, Arkansas, Indiana, NC State, Kentucky, Michigan, and Duke. Sounds like four schools are the ones that have a serious chance here. This is what Jamie wrote in the update. He says, talking with one source recently, at this point, they expect one of these four schools to be the choice: Michigan, Arkansas, NC State, and Indiana. And the way that Jamie laid this out is Miikka has taken visits to Michigan and Arkansas. I am told that NC State and Indiana are making a push as well. And then again, a source says at this time they expect one of those four schools to be the choice. Card, how good is your listening retention skills?
Very good. Actually, awful.
Do you remember the seven schools that I said were in his final seven?
I do.
So that would mean if you go from seven to four, the three schools that were cut are Duke, Kentucky, and North Carolina. The three blue bloods in Mika's final seven are rumored to not be factors at this point as of right now, per a source. Your thoughts?
Do you know what like the most famous Finland beer is or Finnish beer is?
I can Google it for you, but no, I don't know.
Okay, whatever that is, let's call it Guinness because I don't feel like looking it up. This is Miikka Muurinen telling Nico Bundalo to hold his Guinness because that's what this is. So you're telling me he cut the Blue Bloods to keep around NC State,
Hey,
Indiana.
careful. Hey, John Calipari, a Michigan program that's doing great things on the recruiting trail right now. It's not act like he cut it for Washington here, okay?
Might as I mean, hey, some say that y'all are the Washington of the Midwest.
So that's your reaction. Your reaction is this kid's unserious. He wants to go play for
No,
Dusty May or John Calipari.
no, not even that. I just think it's a having those. I think it goes back to us. Can we give ourselves credit here? I feel like we talked about some of the schools being on this list for the sole fact that he wants them on the list. But to our credit, we said that teams like Arkansas, Michigan, a Will Wade pull here. I don't think we paid any attention to Indiana, to be honest with you. So we were wrong on that front. But I think we did talk about how more schools outside of the Blue Bloods might be more of a factor here for him.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten Bundalo vibes. I've literally called him like Nico Bundalo recruitment-esque vibes. It's weird. We interviewed him. That's part of why I got weird vibes. He didn't want to talk about his recruitment at all. I feel like things are constantly shifting and moving, and he might end up doing something unexpected. In one sense, having a final seven and cutting all three blue bloods, or behind the scenes, the blue bloods not really being involved, is surprising, and that tracks with my gut feel on how Mika's recruitment is going. Cart, if this report's true, if Jamie's right, if Jamie's source is accurate here, and it's Michigan, Arkansas, NC State, or Indiana for Miikka Muurinen, this video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs or maybe college football labs because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the eight ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a two-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out. You know the Brown Jug, right? The restaurant in Ann Arbor.
Of course, we've been there.
Yeah, we go
But
there, and you've gotten food from there with me, right?
eventually, remember how slow those fries were?
Yeah. Do you remember how the menu is there? Do you remember how it's laid out?
Yeah, it's like names of players.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a Miikka Muurinen melt?
Let me introduce the Miikka Muurinen bread, okay? It's going to be awesome in Ann Arbor. Come on down. You'll look great in Mays, buddy. If all I have to do is beat Will Wade, Darren DeVries, and a dinosaur, John
Oh,
Calipari,
don't you dare.
if
Don't
that's
you
all that
dare.
I need to, and I'm talking personally now, if that's all I need to do for Mika Murinen, come on down, my friend. I've said it before. Michigan has the best pitch in the country for front court players right now. Period. If Mika Murinen is paying attention at all to what Dusty May did in year one and what he's about to do in year two with Yaxel, and these are the only three schools left. I mean, I don't think Michigan's getting Mika Murinen if North Carolina's involved. I don't think Michigan's getting Mika Murinen if Duke's involved, if Kentucky's involved. But if none of them are involved, I'm getting my hopes up, my friend.
A dinosaur, John. I mean, hasn't he already stuffed Dusty in the locker once for a recruit?
Who?
I remember there was a lot of tushy shaking for the fact that you thought you had a chance at Darius Acuff.
No. We can watch, cut the tape. We can run that back.
The tape is gone.
I was excited to be on the list then. I never thought we were
Oh,
getting it.
okay. I'll say this. I think Michigan is the second. Like they're not to go out the Austin Gooseby video. There's two teams that I think are serious here. I think it's Arkansas and it's Michigan. And to your point, great pitch there. To the other side of this, you're disrespecting Coach Calipari, and
Dinosaur.
that's going to come back to bite you. That's going to come back to also, you just pitched a Mura naan. Naan is Indian food. Why would you not pick something Finnish? It should be something like Mika fish and chips in it or something.
Because, no, it's got to be, it has to play off the name.
I thought it was playing off of him being Finnish.
I mean, we can do that too, but it's got to like mix in with Mika or Murinen. You can't just like attach it to something that doesn't rhyme anywhere.
I just feel like I gave you Mika Murin melt right in your lap and you disrespected it.
Yeah, at least take off the Nen then. Make it like Mika Muramelt. Mika melted it.
Yeah, Mika. That's honestly pretty good.
It's kind of fire.
So can I call this a recruiting loss when y'all lose?
100%. Yeah. Now, if this report's true, I mean, I'll just be honest. I think Michigan's the right choice, not just a likely outcome, but like it's the best pitch for a front court player right now. What are you going to do? How does Will Wade use his front court? Who's he going to pay attention to at Indiana this year, Cart? Like,
Reed Bailey.
who's he watching? What's you want to go be Trevon Brazil? Is he in year 5 at Arkansas right now? Can we show him some Big Z tape? How'd that go for Cal?
I feel like he would love. Honestly, I feel like Mika Murin would love some Big Z tape though.
Listen, the question for me here is not what's going to happen if those are the final four. The question for me here is this report accurate? I don't know that it is. And I don't mean to, I always believe anything Jamie Shaw writes, but do I buy for 1 second that the Blue Bloods are not going to be factors in Mika Mirinen's recruitment down the stretch? No, I do not buy that. But if that's true, come on down, buddy. You're going to love it here.